Let there be light, and there was light. Hey, what's up you guys? Josh here and welcome to another video. Today we're going to do a bookshelf tour and book review. So as you can see, I'm wearing a custom TFIOS shirt. I had this specially made for me because after reading TFIOS, the quote really stuck to me. Okay, maybe okay will be our always. So I had this shirt specially made and it's very awesome. For this video, I'm going to be showcasing the books, which is behind me on my bookshelf. As I said on my last and previous video, I talked about doing a bookshelf review, and so I did because that's the easiest thing that I could do. But anyway, let's get on with the bookshelf tour. Hey, what's up you guys? Josh here, and welcome to my bookshelf tour. So as you can see, I have a lot of different books right here. Yeah, so you see that. I have City of Ashes, City of Bones, The Mortal Instruments, Percy Jackson, what do you call that, Maze Runner, and then we have like the I Am Number 4 series. Yeah, stuff like that. And as you can see, I have some, I'm picking it right now, 360 Xbox 360 games or CDs. I put them there in my bookshelf because I don't have any other place to put them in. And yeah, so I also have this healthy juice book. It's for like different kinds of juices for healthy living. I don't know why it got there, but it's still a book anyway. And as you can see here, these are the novelty bookmarks I got from Baguio City from the Easter Weaving Room. What's good about these are it's made of cloth, and yeah, it's very cool. They come in different colors like blue and purple. And then here are the two bookmarks that I got from the delivery thing when I ordered Lost Hero. And these books I'm picking up right now are called Pop Fiction books here in the Philippines. I got Boyfriend Corporation Part 1 and Part 2, and there's also the Breakup Planner. I hope you read them because they're pretty cool and they're pretty like cool and dramatic and stuff like that. And I seem to have trouble putting the books back with only one hand. Yeah, go Josh, go. Yeah, okay, so yeah. So as you can see here, this is a full view of my bookshelf, and it's not much, but as you can see from my bookshelf, it's not much. And I'm still trying to get as much books as possible. I'm also trying to get a bigger shelf, but my room doesn't allow it anymore because there's no more space. So that's hashtag sad life. Okay, so before we head on to the book review, as a bookworm, I have a to be read pile and the ones that I have already read. I still have a lot of books that are still waiting to be read because I don't have enough time to read them, or it's either I don't have time to read them because I'm busy, or when I do want to read them, I don't because I don't know why. But anyway, here are some of the books that I got recently from my recent trip to Baguio and Manila. I got these off at National Bookstore, and I've been wanting this for so long, but I didn't have the money to buy it, but now I have it. What I got from my recent trip, or the books I bought from my recent trip, was this. I don't know if you can see it. Game of Thrones, A Song of Ice and Fire by George R.R. Martin. I've been wanting to read this for so long, and now I finally got it, and I'm trying to read. As you can see, there's one book missing. It's Game of Thrones. I've been reading Game of Thrones. I finished Game of Thrones, and then I still have 4 more books to read, but that's okay because that's the joy of being a bookworm, getting to read more books, right? Not only that, but I also got these. It's the what do you call this? The Lord of the Rings. Yeah, it's the Lord of the Rings trilogy by J.R.R. Tolkien. And I haven't got to read them yet, as you can see by the plastic wrapping on it, because I still have a lot more books to go through before I read these. Remember, I still have Game of Thrones here, and I can't finish everything in one sitting. That used to happen before. I could finish a book within a 600-page book within 3 days, but now with Game of Thrones, its book has 805 pages plus the sneak peek from Clash of Kings. So that's 800 or 900 plus, and I finished that book. I finished this book in 1 week. And before, I used to finish books these thick within 3 days or less. So talking about my to-be-read pile, along with the others like Game of Thrones and the Lord of the Rings series, I also have this, Delirium by Lauren Oliver. and I still haven't got to read it yet, even though it's open. I tried reading it, but I couldn't because I'm that type of person who doesn't want to read a book, especially if it's in a series, when I only have the first book or the first installment of the series. I really don't like to wait for the other books in the series to come out, so it's either I wait an entire year or wait 2 years in fact for the whole book set to come out, or I buy it one by one but ending up not reading it because I still have to wait for the other books in the series, and that's like my downfall because I really want to read but I have to wait for the other book. And actually the complete trilogy is out. It's just that again I don't have any money and I haven't started reading this yet, but the story there are just some books that the plot sticks to you and there are some that doesn't, and for me this just doesn't work out. I sincerely apologize to you guys out there who have read this book and like the story, but for me it just doesn't work out, so I'm sorry about that if I don't read it. So the other books in my to be read pile consists of these two books. These books are entitled Crossed and Reached. I actually read the first book in this, which is Matched, and I like the story, but I started reading Crossed. As you can see, the plastic wrapping is off, but it's been so long since I've read Matched that I actually forgot the entire story of it. But I hope I can read it again soon because it has a really nice story about it. And yeah, another book in my to be read pile is this, Into Still Blue by Veronica Roth. I actually read Under the Never Sky and Through the Ever Night from her, and I like the general story overall. But I like the second book better than the first one because the first one was just, for me, the first one for me was just plain boring and plain commentary. But again, to you guys out there who actually like the book, I'm sorry, but for me, it just doesn't work out. I like the second book better because it has more like juice in it. It has more like punch or something like that. I don't know. But the story is much more developed in book 2. And then in the third book, I still haven't read this yet, but I opened it already. I don't know why. I'm planning to read this again soon enough also. No promises though. But I really want to continue reading this because just look at this. I want to finish the set. Okay. Okay. And now it's time to head on to the book review part of the video. So the book that I'm going to be reviewing today is, again, you guessed it, Game of Thrones. Now, I'm not usually the type to read about the medieval times and about kings and queens ruling the land. Because as I read the book, there has been some freak violence caused by a clash of kingdoms, like wars and stuff like that, because the lords and ladies of the land just don't agree with each other. But people have been talking about it since the TV series came out. But to be honest, I haven't actually watched the series yet. I heard that season 6 is coming out this year because I want to read the books before I watch the TV series, because I want to see how the producers and the directors portray or adapt the storyline from the book into the series, and I want to see how the story in the book relates to the TV series, because I've heard that there are some not particularly this book, there are some book to movie adaptations that have a huge chunk of the storyline missing from the movie that is in the book. So there are stuff that is not included. Yeah, so let me just ask, am I the only one who does this? Like, read the book before watching the movie or before watching the TV series? But overall, it has a really amazing story and a really amazing plot. The book isn't actually by chapter, it's by point of view. So the people who are here are like Bran, Caitlyn, Daenerys, Tyrion. Is that how you say his name? Tyrion? I don't know. I'm sorry. I think I murdered his name. But yeah, so the story overall is nice, and it has some mix of like full-on medieval ages, like how people lived before, and the kings and queens, the lords and ladies of the land. It also has its fair share of magic and wizardry. Like during the last few parts of the book, it happened. I'm not going to spoil it though for some of you guys who haven't read the book yet. But on the last few parts of the book, there will be some magic, or I think overall, there will be some magic and wizardry happening, and it's cool, I guess. Yeah, it's cool. Magic is cool, right? but anyway, as I said, this is a really cool book, and I would really recommend it to you guys who haven't read this yet. I would really want you guys to read this because it's, again, I said it for the nth time already. It's pretty cool, and I'm still going to read the rest of the series, and don't worry about that. But yeah, Game of Thrones, everybody, by George R.R. Martin. I hope you read this. And yeah, that's all the time that we have for today's video, you guys. I hope you enjoyed. Don't forget to leave a like down below. Also, don't forget to leave a comment of what you want me to do next video. But I'm pretty sure I'll be doing another vlog because we'll be going out of the city again, and we'll be going to a different place. Within like this coming Saturday, I don't know, but we will be going there, so I hope I can vlog, or just like a mini, what do you call this? Like a mini vlog on our trip. So that's another thing to look out for, the vlog. Also, don't forget to subscribe if you want more videos like these or any other videos that I will be making soon enough to keep you updated. Subscribe to my channel. It's free. Click the red button down below. That's it for this video, you guys. Thanks for watching. Bye! A reader lives 1,000 lives before he dies. The man who never reads lives only one.